Hey guys, it's Kat from Friends Test Kitchen, and today I'm going to show you how I make my homemade spring rolls or egg rolls, depending on what you guys call it, but it's crunchy and delicious. I'm going to have the recipe linked down below, so hopefully you guys get a chance to make it at home. I know your family will enjoy it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our bean thread and we're going to rehydrate them by putting them in a bowl and putting some warm to almost hot water in them and letting them soak for about 10 minutes. Okay, so in this bowl, I have 1.5 pounds of ground pork. I prefer pork because that's what I grew up eating, and it just has that really nice meat and fat ratio just to make sure that the spring roll is nice and moist. But you can use ground beef as well, or ground turkey or chicken. So in addition to the ground pork, I have a giant bowl of thinly sliced cabbage that I've already done. And to that cabbage and pork, I'm going to add in some carrots. And on top of that, I'm going to add in the green onions that we just sliced, as well as just that little flavoring component of the cilantro. Right, so here are the bean thread noodles that we just soaked in some hot warm water for about 10 minutes. As you can see, it is soft, but not too soft because it's gonna cook. So I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna slice them probably in like 2 or 3 inches, just so that they're not really too long. Okay, now this is where things get a little messy. You're gonna have to take your hands, we're gonna mix all of this together. So I like to mix it like this with really almost like squeezing the mixture together so that everything incorporates. So sometimes if I have it on hand, I also like to add in black fungus mushrooms, which usually come dehydrated, and you just have to do it just like the noodles. Put it into some hot water to rehydrate it and you cut it in here. I know that people also like to add in bean sprouts to the mixture. I used to, but I've stopped doing it because I felt like the bean sprout got too wet and it made the mixture wet, and you want to keep your mixture as dry as you can, because the wetter it gets, it's going to make your egg roll wrapper get wet and tear, and that's just not something I want. But if you're a big fan of bean sprouts, please add it. It will definitely still taste good. Alright, so now we're going to get our wrappers ready. So this is the brand that I like to use. This is the brand that I grew up using. There are some other brands that are out there. I know people like them for different reasons, but I really like the flavor and the crunch of this. I have 2 sizes. I have a small mini size, which comes with 50 sheets, and the larger one, which comes in 25. So I'm going to do both, just depending what my kids prefer. So we're going to go ahead and separate each one of these very carefully. So when they come, they're going to be frozen, and you want to put them on your counter for about 30 minutes to ensure that they're nice and thawed, and then you can easily peel them off one by one. And we're doing that now so that we're ready to go as we start rolling. We're going to use this egg as our glue. So once we finish rolling, we're going to dab a little egg in the corner to seal it up. So first thing you want to do is take your square, and you want to make sure that the triangle, one of the triangle corners, is pointing towards you. Put a big spoonful, try to flatten it out to the size that you want, making sure it's even. Take this corner, fold it over like this, and then pull this corner here and tuck it in as tight as you can without tearing the delicate wrapper. And then you're going to fold it from this corner, you're going to fold it from this corner, and we're going to roll it once. And try to hold on to this because it'll ensure that you're making a really tight roll. Dab it with egg, and we're going to seal it up. See, even my dog agrees. Okay, we're going to make a couple more of these. If you have any leftover wrappers that you don't know what to do with, this is an easy way of using it. My kids love it. The favorite part of their egg rolls is the outside. So I take these and I just fry them for like 30 seconds and sprinkle salt on them, and it's a nice treat. It's so satisfying. I usually serve my spring rolls with a side of peanut sauce. Let me show you how I make that. The spring rolls are ready to be served. I'm going to break it so that you can see what it looks like inside. Ooh, look at that. All right, I'm ready to take a bite. Definitely crunchy. So good. You guys have to try this.